Very good morning and welcome. It's Jeff Lawton on Friday the 28th of February. Hopefully you got involved yesterday. We put quite a few winners up, so hopefully you made a few quid out of that. And it's quite a busy day today, so we'll just say, as I said yesterday, if you are returning after a year, welcome back. If you're watching this for the first time, then welcome. And my name is Jeff Lawton. For over 30 years I've been one of the most successful gamblers in the UK. I've had plenty of winners with my own horses. I've had 75 winners, including Group 1 winners, Group 2 winners, Royal Ascot winners. I was also a jockey's agent to 2 former champion jockeys as well, so I'm not going to keep harping on about that. I just wanted to fill you in if you are joining for the first time. Now, as I said yesterday, I don't bet on anything other than horse racing. You've got to specialise in something, try not to be a jack of all trades. And my ambition is to beat the bookies. I absolutely despise bookies. This is the most one-sided occupation in the world, where if you win, you get stopped. If you lose too much, you get stopped. So I don't see a lot of point unless you can manage to get on through different sources, which at this moment in time I am managing to do. So we're going to look at all the racing today that I want to cover. We'll see how we go today. So we'll start at Newbury. 213 King of the Lake, trained by Jeremy Scott. Now, on his first 3 runs this season, he'd shown absolutely nothing, being beaten a minimum of 30 lengths on each run. He was then given a second breathing operation, having had one previously a year ago. Now, the transformation was dramatic as he cruised through the race under this jockey on similar ground, and he won 26 lengths. He's gone up £11 for that win, and he's now off a mark of 113. But he was previously rated 111, so this mark after the breathing operation should certainly be within him. In the 248, we've got Give It To Me OJ, trained by Gary and Josh Moore. Now, he was a 7-race maiden on the flat with a rating of 78. He's run 2 solid races over hurdles, chasing home 2 fair sorts in East India Dock and Hot Fuss on debut, before finishing second to what could be quite a smart type in Gibbs Island on his second run. His form is better than that of his main market rival Ocean Conquest, and he's priced accordingly, but he's got no form on anything worse than good to soft, and this will be quite testing today. In the 323, Basher's Reflection. Now, this is trained by Ben Case, who is not a huge trainer, but he has his string in fine form. Now, his last 6 runners have produced 2 wins and 2 placed efforts. He caught the eye last time in a competitive handicap at Weatherby, where he allowed a 33-1 chance to get a huge lead, thinking he would come back. But he didn't, and Jack Quinlan probably started his finishing effort a little too late. He closed to within 5 lengths with 10 lengths back to the third, but I think if he could ride the race again, he would have certainly made his effort earlier. Now, the handicapper has left him off 119, so considering this time last year he was rated 126, then he could be well in today. He's previously won on heavy ground, so everything today does seem in his favour. Over at Ffos Las, 235 Follow and Go, trained by Evan Williams. Now, she hasn't won a race since her debut in November 2023, which was on heavy ground, but she has gone close, certainly when the ground is bottomless, as it is today. They've been running her over anywhere between 2 and 3 miles, but last time over 2 miles she was only really just starting to get going late on, and the 2 mile 4 furlong today should be spot on for her. In the 310, Rebecca Curtis trains River Cottage. Now, this is quite a weak race, with the top rated horse only being with a mark of 96. River Voyage is quite likely race for a 7-year-old. This will only be his 8th race, and after 2 unsuccessful runs over fences, he was returned to the smaller obstacles at Chepstow last time. On similar ground to this, and similar to today's distance as well. Now, he was a staying on second when he missed the second last, costing him momentum. He did finish 14 lengths clear of the 3rd horse that day. Southwell, 5:15 Carl Burke trains City of God. Now, this has run 3 times. It showed a modicum ability on debut, but it did win well on second start. And the yard thought he was well handicapped off 77. But he then made his handicap debut last week in one of those races that was restricted to jockeys who've only ridden a small amount of winners. So you were getting all the bottom end jockeys. And to be fair, he was given a suicidal ride going off 1,000,000 miles an hour and quite obviously didn't see it out. Now he's due to go up £2 from tomorrow. I don't think it's the weight that's going to make the difference. I think he's going to get a far more sensible ride today from Sam James, and he could be quite hard to beat today. At 5:45, Rafe Beckett runs a horse called Bozeman. Now, he made his debut 6 weeks ago, and he got hampered at the start, and he was in a poor position throughout before catching the ice, staying on late into 5th. The front three that day all won next time, and he has come on plenty, as all Rafe Beckett's do. Now, he gets £7 from the top horse who has won a race, and Ross Ryan takes over today. That should be good enough to be winning this, I would think. So that's enough races covered for today. Even though I've only had 3 bets myself, just about everything I've mentioned there has been heavily backed. If you do want my bets, which I put out at 8:30 prompt every morning, you can drop me a line at jefflawtonmanagement@gmail.com. I'll put that email address in the notes. If you want to ask me any questions on horse racing, you can do that. If you want to join my private service, you can do that as well. But other than that, I will speak to you tomorrow at the same time. Thanks very much for calling.